What's this?
It's another day at home for Rebecca Yoshizawa and her 2-year-old son. An exposure to COVID at daycare has them in isolation, away from the rest of their family.
Just being alone with a toddler for 10 days is very trying, even if you can successfully feel that you have protected other people by isolating.
She's trying to navigate the rules around isolation for her son and his 7-year-old brother in elementary school.
It's like trying to divine water using a stick. You have what public health says to do, which is complex. And so, for example, if you've had an exposure, there's this sort of flow chart document that you look at.
Guidance from the Fraser Health Authority calls for 10 days of isolation for her children if they're exposed to someone with COVID-19. It's messaging that many school districts also have or link to on their websites, but not in line with what BC's Chief Medical Health Officer has said when asked if kids can go to school when someone in their home is sick.
Yes, we are still allowing children to go to school in those settings and to monitor very carefully. If there's a really sick people in the house, and it may be up to families to make those decisions about whether they want to keep children home in those scenarios.
Education advocates say this messaging is confusing and puts a lot of stress on parents.
A lack of clarity leads to people just kind of like, well, I'll just wing it. And I think that's really risky.
Mommy have a tip?
Back at Yoshizawa's home, she's counting the days and watching carefully for any symptoms.
It basically feels like you could be going on forever isolating.
She's also hoping for more clarity on the best way to keep her kids and community safe. Brady Strachan, CBC News, Kelowna, British Columbia.